Hey, good morning, everybody. Good Thursday morning to you. It's just after 7 a.m. on Thursday. So, the good news is I don't see any precipitation in the forecast for the immediate future. So, I don't see any severe weather in the forecast for the immediate future. Always got to be something. We're talking about the heat tomorrow and into the weekend, but we've been talking about that for the last few days. So, let me go ahead and take you through the big weather picture, looking at this week, how it ends, look through the weekend, see what next week starts to look like. First things first today, here's a live look at I-49 northbound at Missouri 7, just south of Harrisonville there. See blue skies today. That's all that you're going to see today, I think. Here is the satellite view confirming that for us. That cold front has pushed on the way through the area. This is what brought us those pop-up thunderstorms last night. A little bit of uncertainty going on there. Cropped up last evening. Appreciate you joining me if you took a look at that. Only affected some of us, though, but not going to have those concerns today as that is significantly out of our area. For the rest of the morning, want to go ahead and talk about today. Patchy dense fog through 9 or 10 a.m. Most of us are not going to see this at all. You might see a little bit out there. This is going to be in areas that received rainfall last. So if you had a little thunderstorm pop through, you probably see some fog. But when you do, look at this. These are a couple of areas over here just to the west of Kansas City where quickly visibility is going to get reduced down to a quarter mile or a little bit less. So like I say, most of us just going to see a little bit of it through the next couple of hours, but just pay attention. There will be some patches of very dense fog out there. Otherwise, today, here's what I see temperature-wise. Let me go ahead and pull up temps. There we go. 88 in Kansas City, maybe 89. I think it's going to be about 85 throughout west central Missouri. Over in Kansas, eastern Kansas, 86, 87. A little bit warmer the more you get toward central Kansas, possibly seeing 90 degrees today. Here's the big picture forecast, though. This is why I say, I think, for most of us, we're going to consider this pretty good news. Surface ridge of high pressure is building in. Look with me here in the middle of your screen. That's what's starting to take over for today into tomorrow. This thing is going to be large and in charge for a while. So as I scroll through the weekend, the ridging just stays right over our area. This is going to bring in our first big heat event of the weekend. I'll give you those numbers. They're only up, though, spoiler alert, for Friday and Saturday. Surface pressure, high pressure, starts to slide off to the east. You can see that they're moving to the east as troughing digs in out to the west. However, as we get to the weekend, and that's kind of a good thing that presses off to the east, I think it is going to assist with dew points lowering, so it won't feel quite so bad by the second half of your weekend, even though temperatures are still the same. But look what starts to happen. As we slide into late weekend over toward next week, look what starts to happen with that high pressure. It fights its way back. Do you see that ridging stretching back over Kansas and Missouri here? So that is going to fight its way back across the area, stay large and in charge. There is a cold front that starts to work in off to our north and our west. This would be Monday. So all through Monday and Tuesday, it's going to fight with that ridge of high pressure. And I think precipitation chances, therefore, as you can see, are going to stay off to our north and west. In fact, I have to get over to Wednesday night into Thursday is where I'm at now before I see possibly some low end probabilities of precipitation for east central Kansas or west central Missouri. So I think by and large, when these 90-degree temps dig in, they are going to bring us mostly dry weather through at least the middle of next week, if not until later in the week. Here are those Friday dreaded heat temperatures for most of us, though. These are feels like temperatures, so heat index of 104, seeing the winner, I think, for Friday. That's right there in Cass County. All the rest of us, though, it's going to feel like 100 Friday and Saturday before that high pressure starts to slide off to the east just enough to make a difference in the feels like temperatures. Actual temperatures, not so much, though. Look how much 90s are here to stay starting Friday all the way through to Wednesday. In the mid to low 90s, looks like. There's that low pressure, or that cold front, rather, trying to sag into the area. I think that's what that is that you see middle of the week there, Thursday, maybe dropping us down a few degrees, but it is that time of year. So not seeing any precipitation, not seeing any severe weather for the foreseeable future. Just be prepared for heat tomorrow. It will come on strong. The first heat event of the year always kind of catches us with lots of complaints. I'll be here. I'll keep an eye on things. Catch you later.